place on fire. Let's get high. I'm gonna set your place on fire. Let's get high.
Yo, what is good, peeps? Hold up, man. Hold up. It's gonna be a live that a lot of people's not gonna like. I'm gonna say that right now. And I frankly I've been good enough. If you understand what I'm saying. I've been good. I've been a good girl for a long time, man. I try to be very calm a lot when it comes to certain tactics. You know what I'm saying? Not even certain people or what they talk about, just tactics in general. Like, I just stay calm. Because this is boxing, you know what I'm saying? This is YouTube. We should all be here for a good fun, you know what I mean? For a good time. It shouldn't be a lot of things that's going on in boxing, but it is, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people choose to fight fire with fire or flame with flame. And sometimes, you know, some people choose to do that. Some people don't. Some people go about their YouTube channel doing that shit. So, man, this might not be... I know the real ones in here right now going to feel this video. I mean, this live. But a lot of people not going to like this shit, especially the ones that probably watch this shit on the playback, bro. But I got to be honest, IMO, in my opinion, bro, like, it's enough. It's been enough trying to, you know what I'm saying, just allow people to say whatever they want, you know what I mean? And I'll probably put out a video or two once, twice a year about a certain fighter, any fighter, you know, not one fighter in particular, any fighter, because I've talked about plenty of fighters, you know what I'm saying, and I'll be called a hater. So cool. If I'm gonna be called a hater from one or two videos a year, I might as well just lay it all out. I've done this before, but I don't get no credit for doing it. People really feel as though that I just hate on certain fighters, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of things that I've said in the past about a lot of fighters, bro. A lot of fighters, some not even on the thumbnail of this live. You know what I'm saying? Really just was my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times your opinion get taken out of context, bro. A lot of times, your opinion, nobody cares about your opinion unless it's something they disagree with. Your opinion can be something fact, something loud and clear, and something nobody heard before, and they'll give somebody else that credit for that opinion. But wait until you say something that they disagree with. That's when they'll shout out loud and make themselves known in your comment section. You ain't know they was there for a whole hour and a half. They're just waiting for you to say something that you disagree with. Just all in all of me saying that, I don't care anymore. I've been like this before. This is on and off. I be hot and cold with the negativity when it comes to boxing because that's really not who I am. That's not my MO. That's not my MO. A lot of times I say things about fighters because people purposely reach out. They reach for disrespect about a fighter that's not even being talked about in the present time. In those times, some people, and I've done it myself, has used that time to lash out and say things back. Bruh, this right here today is none of that. This is all my real, true opinion. People that's been listening to me, I started my channel in 2017. People that's been listening to me for a long time, they already heard what I'm about to say. But a lot of people haven't heard it because they didn't hear my videos, my lives, and a lot of stuff that I said is on somebody else's channel and their channel's gone. And a lot of stuff that I said is on there, but I'm gonna repeat myself because a lot of people don't know where I stand. I see there's some people that's confused, and I don't want y'all to get me twisted. So good morning to everybody that came and clicked on this live on Sunday. I had to set the premises for my live today. There will be no apologies. What I'm going to say is how I feel about everything, period. This is how y'all are going to get me all the time now. And it just is what it is. You know, it is what it is. Salute to Tiz Frank in the building first. Salute, salute, salute. Good morning to you. Good morning, Angel Diaz. What's good? Salute to you. Salute to you. TWT is in the house. What's good? Good morning. Salute to you, Roderick Thompson. What's poppin', AD Solo? Good morning to you. What's good, Mike? Peace. Salute to you, Queen. What's good, Kizzy? Miss Just Do. What's good, Cuzzo? Who cares if they don't like it? Oh, well, they ain't going to. And it's bruh. So y'all should like it anyway. For real. Just because. Salute to you, Zach. Salute to you, Zach B. Just because it's me, y'all should already know how I feel about a lot of fighters, how I look at boxing and shit. If you've been paying attention, you know. That's why you here. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man. Salute to you, Jab Jamboree. What's good with you? Salute, salute, salute. All right, man. This whole I'm gonna start with Gary Russell, bro. I'm gonna start with tanking Gary Russell, man. I don't know if anybody's seen my video or the people that's in here. I don't know if y'all seen my video or any videos I've done about Gary Russell, but I haven't liked Gary Russell. You know what I'm saying? As far as his boxing ability, I think it's all right. I'm not a fan of 12-round fighters. So I'm not a fan of Gary Russell. I never have been. I never will be. He's a 12-round fighter. In my opinion, he has no knockout power. He's a quick-handed puncher, and that is about it. As far as anything else, he's not entertaining to me. Outside of boxing, I don't like the things he say out of his mouth. I've made a lot of videos about Gary pertaining to the things that he only strictly says about Gervonta Davis. Everybody else got enough fans to have YouTube channels to stick up for their fighter against Gary Russell, which they did. So I made my videos. But Gary Russell, I want the people in the chat that would like to see Gary Russell versus Tank. Just tell me why you would like to see that fight. Tell me why you like Gary Russell. I don't even tell me something. Yo, I am. But tell me something. Tell me why y'all like Gary Russell. Tell me why y'all want to see Gary Russell. Is it just because he's black? Is that the only reason why y'all want to see Gary Russell? It's because for real, for people to say, oh, well, I want to see that fight because it's a big fight is bullshit. He's had big fights in the past that y'all have given two shits about. Even when they came out to be big fights and the numbers came out, you still didn't give it respect because they were Spanish. So I don't want to hear no more that people act like they give two shits in the handbag about how much money Tank makes, about how many people views this shit. Because for real, y'all don't want it to happen. A lot of people don't even want Tank to have fans strictly because of some type of hate, some type of probably somebody that was 5 foot beat you up when you was younger. Who knows? Maybe Tank looked like somebody you don't like. I don't know, and I don't care. The fact of the reason is people use any excuse in the world just to hate on Tank. And that's fine and dandy, but we're going to keep it 100 today. We're going to keep it straight. Okay? When it comes to Gervonta Davis, everybody want to just talk shit. Nobody want to just keep it 100. And when I've asked these questions, I've been a Tank fan my whole YouTube, the whole shit and kabang since 2017. The whole time I've been watching boxing ever since the first time I seen him fight, I've been a Gervonta Davis fan. I've asked every time somebody says something that don't make sense to me, I ask a question. It's normal. It's a natural thing. Okay? It went from Floyd Mayweather to Twitter fingers to he don't fight black people to he can't talk. I would like to see Tank KO him. That's cool. I would rather see Gary Russell Jr. Versus Tank than Isaac Cruz. That's understandable. Hell no, Queen. 704 Joe, what's good with you? Salute. Now, if you say you rather see Gary over Isaac Cruz, that's understandable. I already seen Isaac Cruz. I already know what's gonna happen in that fight. That's understandable. But for the people that's been pushing Gary Russell for years on end, and the man still never, bruh. To this day, he hasn't had a fight outside of 126 pounds. People been calling Tank a duck since what? The first day he said Tank's name? Since what? 2018? For Gary Russell? And you can tell who was right and who was wrong. Gary went from Tank to DevinHaney to Adrian Broner to fucking Bud. Who is he fault that he's been talking shit about? If we hold some of these fighters to the same damn standard that we hold the top fighters that we love talking about every day, DevinHaney, Shakur Stevenson, Gervonta Davis, Earl Spence, Bud, fucking Ash Juice, AJ, Wilder, hold Gary to some of that, he wouldn't even be in this conversation. Tank will get no credit bruh, no bullshit, Queen. And the whole time, Tank fights smaller fighters, but y'all look way past that when it comes to Gary Russell is smaller in stature, thickness, height, shoulders, everything when it comes to Tank. He's smaller all around. His head is smaller, neck, knuckles, nigga, elbows and knees. Everything is smaller than Tank. But y'all want to see that, bruh. I want to see him get knocked out too. But I'm telling you, this whole witch hunt about who Tank is going to fight just because y'all want to hate on it because y'all want to feed your family shit is bullshit because you never get a man respect ever. Karma's a motherfucker, I'm telling you. Y'all making thousands of dollars hating on a young black man without giving them no credit whatsoever. It's going to come back on you, say, at some point in time. And don't be mad at me saying it. It is what it is. Y'all been saying this shit for years. I haven't been getting shit. And people be calling me a big Tank fan, bruh. And the people that call me a Tank fan that has YouTube channels, I'll put everything I love that they got more Tank videos than I do. They got more Tank lives than I do. More Tank shorts than I do. Same shit with Earl Spence. Same shit with Wilder. But yet, I'm the motherfucking big fan. I'm the motherfucker. Bruh, for real. Zach say a lot like him because he appeals to the ghetto nigga in them, to be honest. A lot of these new fans are still living in the basement, just my opinion. Not all but a lot of them. That's a fact. It's a fact. Salute to you, Brennan. Salute to you. Salute. What's good in the super chat? Salute, Judah Ben Israel. What's good with you? Some cash for the hard working ass cash. Salute to you. Salute to you, Picasso. Gary fought Loma and arguably won in Tank once upon a time. Tank told Floyd he made the Loma fight available to get him a loss. That's what Tank said. Tank once upon a time told Floyd he made the Loma fight available to get him a loss. Loma wanted Tank, but never rematched Gary. Okay, just make the fight and I'll pay. All right, man. Listen, Tank and Gary are two of my favorites, bruh. Okay, Picasso, yo. I've been waiting for you to come in here. I meant to put Gary on the thumbnail because I really want it today. I really do. I don't give a fuck who Gary fought. Gary has only fought one person who's ever been a previous or formal champion in his whole entire career. That should tell you he fought nobody. When he fought Lomachenko, he was a nobody. Him himself would say out of his mouth a bunch of times that, ain't nobody knew who Loma was until he fought Mr. Gary Russell. How many people know who anybody is when they only have 2 fights? He fought you his 3rd fight, Gary. And he spanked you. What was you, 22-0, 26-0? Mr. My Intelligence with the fast hands, bro, he lost that fight. He didn't arguably shit. He lost the fight. The man is a 12-round fighter. You mean to tell me that's the first time they robbed him was versus Lomo? Bro, he lost that fight. He know he lost it. He admitted that, I was so drained. I'm surprised he didn't stop me. Bruh. That excuses was off the wall after he lost. He said, I really didn't want to become a champion anyway. I'll find the footage for you and send it to you. I sent it to multiple people that told me that I was full of shit. It's real shit, bro. Gary Russell ain't never did shit in his career but hold on to a title in a weight class where it was a bunch of old people. That is it. Everybody that he knocked out was somebody that only had 10 fights in their career or somebody that was old as hell. Plain and simple, everybody Gary ever stopped has been a has-been or should have never been, if you understand what I'm saying. They should have never been a fighter. They only had 10 fights and they stopped fighting to have a 9-5. Those are the people he knocked out, and the other people he knocked out has been in their late 30s. Check it, because I already did and made a video on it. He ain't fought nobody. I'm not trying to hear shit. The only person y'all can bring up is Lomo, and he fought, and he only had 2 fights or 3 fights when he fought him, and he already lost. Bro, it was 2. He was 1-1 when he fought Gary, bro. He was 1-1. All y'all can bring up with Gary's resume is somebody he lost to that only had 2 fights and already, bruh, are you kidding me? It should be a shame. Y'all should be ashamed for even bringing up Lomachenko. He lost to Lomachenko. He did not arguably win. He told it out of his mouth that he lost that fight. He admitted to losing. Lomo don't need to rematch his ass. He's been on to bigger and better things. Can't you tell? Oh my God. While Gary stay at 126, nobody care about Gary. And he know it. That's why, bro, he should have moved up, like I said, a long time ago, instead of his fans sitting there just licking his chops, saying that, Tank's ducking you. Bruh, and you stayed at 126 until when? You said, I refuse to relinquish my title and move up the rankings. I don't want to move up the rankings. So now what you doing, bro? You moving up the rankings, huh? How'd that work out for you? I don't care if Gary, who cares what Gary wants, Picasso? That's what I'm trying. Nobody cares what Gary wants. Nobody. That's why he's in his 30s and just got to 130, 135. What the fuck is he fighting at? 130? And hasn't even had a fight there yet. All hail the longest reigning champion that lost to Mark Messiah. The only person that ever had a title that he fought in his whole entire career was the person he got the title from. And the dude already had 7 losses and been knocked out 5 times in his late 30s, bro. If he was anybody else, y'all wouldn't care about him. The only reason why y'all care is because his name is Gary Russell. If he was Spanish, y'all wouldn't even talk about this dude. Just because he's black? Really? So where's the respect that other fighters get because they black? Is that really what we're doing? Salute to you, Stormy B, man. What's good with you, Sensei? Shush here. I like to have a chat. Hit my email when you have the time. Good topic. All right. Bet. There's better fights for Tank, but I wouldn't mind seeing him get knocked out either before the people pop. Bruh, why can't people just allow Tank to just come out with a fight like other people do? I mean, I understand that he's a big name. You know what I'm saying? And that's really why people talk about him. It's because he's got a big name. But bruh, are you not entertained? Since when have y'all not been entertained watching Tank fight? Tell me the fight that you wasn't entertained watching. Tell me who you think the best fighters are, and I'll tell you how many bad fights I've watched them fight. I'll tell you how many times I was not entertained by anybody else that box. Are you not entertained when you watch it, bruh? And the insult to injuries for when people say that he don't fight nobody. Okay, and you're still entertained, and he still makes the most money. Like that, bruh, is telling you that your logic is flawed. Everything in the universe is telling you you're wrong, but you still want to keep saying what you're saying. Salute to you, Charles Jameson. Seriously. And for everybody that's caught, bruh, I'm not even looking at this as boxing no more. Because people don't look at boxers don't even look at it as that no more when it comes to Tank. They look at him as a paycheck. That motherfucker ain't nothing. He's not a person. He's not a human being. He's a walking sack of money. That's what the fuck Gervonta Davis is in a lot of fighters' eyes. He's not a human being. For all the minutes in the chat, if somebody called you a bitch, is that like some cool shit? Like, would you like call him a bitch back? Like, whatever, bitch. Like, is that what you do? Or if somebody call you that, is that like time? Like, do they have to stand on what they called you? Are you arguing back with somebody that called you that, or are you fighting? Which one? Like, I understand. I know it's fighting words. I ain't stupid. Nobody calls nobody a bitch for real, unless they really going at it back and forth to go. How many people call somebody out and call them a bitch in it? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when it comes to Tank, everybody does that now. Everybody call him a little bitch. They talk about his height and they say you're a bitch. Bruh, for real, if I was Gervonta Davis, I'll make a public announcement. Anybody else call me a bitch, you're not getting no money. Because I know this is not about a fight. You know I'm gonna whoop your ass. You want generational wealth. And I'm cool. I get it. If you think that you call me that word, you'll get paid. And I will call anybody that word if I'm gonna get $1 million for calling you it. So in my case, he shouldn't fight nobody that call him that. That includes you. They already got your ass beat by Frank Martin. Rivera had an interview mumbling and shit with that sorry ass accent, mumbling and shit. Couldn't barely hear him. The man had to repeat what the hell he said because I couldn't even freaking hear his ass. He over there talking about, yeah, I was gonna fight. You know, and you know, hey, it made me fight Martin, and you know, instead of that little bitch Tank, little bitch Gervonta, like, bro, he a little bitch, and you already got beat up. You already got beat up by Frank Martin. You took PEDs, but yet Tank's a little bitch. He should never fight you. You should never get another fight. You should never get a fight, period, with Tank. Period. It's over. It's done with. And I don't even care about y'all calling it, but come up with something else. Come up with something original. But this little B shit, bro, everybody says that shit. This shit is old. Y'all talk about this motherfucker's height, and he knocked He knocked everybody out. Talk about his height before his fight, he knocked that opponent out. Talk about his height the next fight, he knocked the next opponent. Bro, what's the difference? What's the difference? What's different? What's different? Shit's getting boring. For real. Gary Russell, this is people want Tank to fight people for paydays. That's all this is about. This is the same shit about Blair Cobbs talking about calling Tank a pussy. So you got all that power and you scared to fight Tank. Just because you want your Philly brother to get paid, bruh, he was going to get $2 million for fighting Tank on McGregor undercard. He didn't want it. His dumb ass didn't want it. They went over there and had an interview with him and said it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Tevin Farmer looked a bunch of different directions and said, I don't really care about once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. Man, fuck that. And he tried to fight you again, and Eddie Hearn and yourself priced yourself out. You wanted $7 million to fight Gervonta Davis at 130 pounds. So you didn't get the fight. Then you got Blair Cobbs over here capping for you, trying to make a damn fight. That shit is sissified as hell. It's shit. I'm tired of the shit that's going on in boxing. It's trash, bruh. Let these people deserve and get their own damn fight. Tevin Farmer had his chance, bruh. He was about to fight at 135, talking about his too many politics. What the hell? That means to me that you think that you're going to get boosted to the front because of your name, bro. You still got 4 or 5 losses. The people that's at 135 are good names. They're skillful too. They have talent as well, and they don't have no losses or maybe one. They're above you. It's not about politics, bruh. You haven't fought at 135. All this shit is gay. This shit is time. Well, I'm sorry. Excuse my French. This shit is retarded. I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm tired of dealing with all these young ass motherfucking fighters just trying to get a way to the bag real fast. The shit trash. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. Blair, shut up, bruh. Stop capping for Tevin Farmer. He trash. He said his defense was better than Floyd's. He got cut off. He blackballed. Shut up. Gary Russell hasn't fought a soul. His record is trash. It's been trash. He's been fighting for like 15 years, bro. He should have a lot more fights on his record, and he doesn't. He should have good names on his record, and he don't. He should have brung up his clout by saying Shakur name at 126, but he did not. He should have moved up, period, to fight Miguel Burchelt, which had the WBC at 130, but he was scared to get his ass beat because at that time Burchelt was knocking shit out and he was still in his prime. Instead of moving up, he just sat at 126 and talked shit to everybody at 130, 135, 140, and 147, Terrence Crawford. That's who y'all are praising. Fine. I want to see him get knocked out too. I said it years ago. Tank versus everybody means he'll fucking knock your favorite fighter out. That's what it means. It means Tank beats everybody at that weight class. That's what it means. And it hasn't stopped. You're going to beat everybody at 130 and he'll beat everybody at 135. That's what that means. It don't mean I'm being biased. That means I think that's who the winner is. I pick winners. I don't pick sides. He's the winner. He's who I think is going to win. 147, the best fighter is Bud. It's Boots. Nobody's beating Boots. Sorry. Not sorry. Boots will beat everybody's ass, including Bud. That's why he will never fight Boots. Boots will beat Bud's ass. I mean that. I believe David Morrell is the best at that weight class. I said that shit 2 fucking lives ago. I've been said it, actually. I pick winners. I think Tank's that guy. I pick winners. Salute to you, Cassandra. Yeah, Gary Little too. It don't matter though. That's who y'all want to see fight. So it all depends on who he fighting. It don't matter. The man's black, so it's fine. But y'all didn't want him to fight Chris Colbert. Bruh, Chris Colbert would probably beat Gary's ass. Do y'all know that? Salute to you, Robert Hill. Do y'all know Chris Colbert would probably beat Gary Russell? I don't know if y'all know, but there's a bad size difference. He fights straight up. He's quick too. And Gary don't have no power. I'm not trying to hear that shit. He would have to come forward all night because Colbert got quick feet. All that shit he be doing to them young, old ass fighters that's his height, he can't do to Chris Colbert. I understand Chris Colbert is not the guy. I don't want to see Tank fight Chris Colbert, but y'all was shitting on him and praising Gary. Gary ain't shit. I'm just saying. Bruh, what is he going? Chris Colbert lost because he fought somebody that had power that was bigger than him, that was an Olympic fighter. Gary is none of that. Bruh, are y'all serious now? I know y'all don't like Chris Colbert, but he won't lose to Gary Russell in a real fight. Salute to you, Big Dog Willie. TWT in the house. Salute to you, B-Day Twin. What's good? I didn't know about that, Ashley. I still rock with Gary Russell, but he got to get in there and show me something. You ain't know what part. Yeah, Tank versus everybody. Like, so what? Like, why am I biased because I said Tank? We supposed to pick winners. Are we not? Every fucking fan for any sport picks winners. That's how you know people hate so much. Why? Because I say Tank beat everybody in the weight class? It should be one best, one name, one face, one champion in every weight class, right? Why can't I just name it? Isn't that what everybody do when they pick their pound for pound? They pick their top best, the top prospects, bruh. Yo, Gary beat a bunch of contenders out this bitch. And old people that shit are already fucking retired. Shit. And the one contender that he met that was young, Mark Masayo beat him. The young guy that he fought, Lomo beat him. The fuck? JoJo never been shit. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all never said JoJo was any goddamn thing, and y'all didn't know who the hell he was either until he fought Gary Russell. And because he fought DevinHaney, now he the shit. Yo, JoJo ain't never been the shit. Never. He got his title after fight. Everybody got shit after the fact. After fighting Gary that he fought, anybody that had shit that Gary fought got it after he fought Gary, yo, in the small ass weight class. Then they moved up and got some shit. Ain't nobody in that small ass weight class. Hell yeah, he would beat Gary. The people that saying that Gary would beat Colbert is the people that don't like Colbert and they're Gary fans. Just be honest and think about that shit, yo. Do y'all know the specs on these two dudes, bro? Gary Russell arms are short as shit. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Gary Russell's reach is shorter than Tank's, than Regis. I said Regis' reach is shorter than Tank's reach. Gary's is shorter than Regis. Bruh. Y'all seen Gary look good versus guys that's his size, and they're all in their 30s, yo. They're all older cats. All of them are older. They don't have good footwork. They don't have good defense. He fights Spanish fighters. Look at his fucking record. Look at the people Gary fought. All of them are Spanish. Are we really doing this? All of them are Spanish. We really doing it, though. Like, bruh. And he go 12 with all of them. Look at the people that Chris Colbert actually fought. Look at those people that he fought. They're young. They got pop. They can move their feet. All of that. Olympic winners and shit. Gary don't have none of that on his resume. The people he looked good against are all has-beens or people that shouldn't have been. I'm not making up nothing. This is my opinion, but this is driven off of facts. I made a whole video about it. You can look up what I'm saying. I'm not lying about nothing. Salute to you, Terry W. Yo, Chris Colbert got beat up because he fought an Olympic winner that was bigger than him that had pop. Gary never fought nothing like that. He hasn't fought nobody that's Olympic nothing. He hasn't fought nobody that had pop. He hasn't fought nobody like that at all. He hasn't fought nobody bigger than him that had that shit. Like, just because we don't know everybody doesn't mean everybody's a bum. Yo, what's his name? Hector Garcia is a good fucking fighter. He's a good fighter, bruh. He beat somebody that actually was holding a intercontinental champion and was undefeated. Somebody that was being pushed. Somebody that headlined. He beat him. He's not a nobody just because we didn't know who he was. Salute to you, Terry W. again. The man didn't fight nobody. He's supposed to be retired. He never beat nobody good. Salute to you, Talib Cunningham. What's good with you? And they still hate Cobra from what he said in 2021. My people, these people, yes, they don't support me. They hold grudges like kids, but yet we not on the code. Exactly, that's facts, Judah. Same shit. Tank said some shit about Wilder years ago. Him and Wilder squashed it. They cool sitting on camera talking and dapping and cool and shit. Fans still mad. I'm like, bro, that nothing happened to y'all. Why y'all still mad? That's how it be, though. Salute to you, Tay-Tay. What's good, Queen? Tay-Tay, the real queen of MMA combat and entertainment. TWT in the house. What's good with you? Salute, salute, salute. Gary versus Shushu. Shushu will beat breaks off Gary. Now, how about that? I bet people don't want to have that conversation. Salute to you, Kyle Will. You know why? Because y'all got respect and like Shushu, and the people that y'all know that have channels that y'all respect like Shushu more and talk more about Shushu than Gary, and y'all scared to say, oh, well, Gary will beat Shushu on their fucking platform. Bet. I know what you're thinking. I know what I've been around. Y'all ain't gonna like this live. I've been around. Gary don't beat nobody. Shushu's a fucking up-and-comer. He's a prospect, not even a contender yet. And I bet he beat Gary. Bet at 126. Bet. Now go on them platforms you respect and be like, man, Gary will whoop Shushu's at. Just bring it up for no reason like y'all do about Tank. Bring it up. Just bring it up for no reason and see what the chat say. Salute to you. Shushu will fold Gary like a bad hand in poker. Bruh. So why Chris Cobra can't come out with a W? The man has no punching power. All he has is fast hands. I don't care about his IQ if you can't reach this man's face. Chris Cobra got long arms, bro. Y'all gonna mess around and find out. Seriously. When they asked Gary Russell about if you will move up to 135 and fight, he said only if it's for a title or if I'm about to fight one person and the next fight is for a title. He was like, okay, so how about Frank Martin? He started stuttering. Oh well, yeah. I don't yeah. Gary versus Frank. Who wins with that? Frank Martin versus Gary Russell at 126. That 126 Gary Russell at 130 pounds, because I think he's ranked at 130. Gary Russell's ranked at, I think, 5 or 6. He's ranked number 6 or something at 130 pounds right now. And they said that's why they was asking, would he move up to 135 and fight? Bro, 135 Gary versus Frank. Let's go. Bro, he's talking for no reason. He too small. The dude is too small. He too small. Tank will do his ass bad, and immediately y'all be walking out that bitch with the same shit y'all walked out when he beat up Ryan Garcia. Shakur beat his ass then. All right, why'd y'all ever say Gary's name then? Crazy. Bruh, and we beat breaks. Yo, he got pop. He got pop. Salute to you, Teach. What's good with you? Full berserker mode. Yo, no bullshit. And I know we not there yet. Frank Sanchez will body Jared Hansen. Yo, we about to get there. Cobra good too, but it's all about how you bounce back from the loss. Not gonna hurt Gary. Okay. Come on, y'all. Why y'all want to beat on little Gary, bro? I don't know why they want Gary to fight Tank. Well, matter of fact, Gary been wanting this ass beaten for years. We talking about little Gary. We ain't talking about we haven't said nothing about Antoine his whole life. We talking about little Gary, and we're gonna move on because I've said enough. Some damn Gary and Tank. And Michelle Rivera too, saying a little bitch, bruh. And he sat there and said T.O. would be a good fight at 140 because he had two-time undisputed. Shut up, Michelle Rivera. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up. T.O. no goddamn 2 times undisputed. Shut up. Real quick, y'all. Plant versus Jamal Charlo now. Plant want that fight. He want the fair one. You know what? I'm not mad. Let me tell you why I'm not mad. After I heard what Caleb Plant said. Hold on, where is it at? This. After I heard what Caleb Plant said when he was like, Caleb Plant was like, he grabbed my beard real hard and I told him not to do that. And he grabbed it again, even harder, calling me a little bitch, calling me a little white boy. Look at him, he bitching up just like a little white boy would in front of his wife in a room full of his peers. That's what Caleb Plant said, and nothing has been said to rebuttal it. So I believe he's telling the 100% truth. That is the reason why he slapped fire out of Jamal Charlo. Now, me being the person that I am, if something gets me that upset and I hit somebody, and then somebody got in between them, security broke them up, I would want more than that. That's not enough for me. One slap is not enough. Just like he said, it was in a room full of his peers in front of his wife. It's disrespectful as a mofo, bruh. That is disrespectful as a mug. I want more than that slap. I need more than this. I need more. You understand me? People that seen him grab my beard probably didn't see this slap. I need more than that. He probably losing sleep. You understand me? He need to fight this man, bruh. And to be honest, Jamal should want to fight him too. What y'all gonna settle? Y'all gonna settle in court or y'all gonna settle in the streets or something? Because I know you don't want, you gonna live with that slap, Charlo? You just gonna live with it? Or you gonna do something about it outside of boxing? Like, bruh, I don't even want, y'all should just step in the ring. I think it's a great idea. But I think it's bothering the fuck out of Plant. It's bothering him. I think that's another reason why. And it's a big fight. People can, and on the other side, people will probably be like, well, he's not in the right state of mind and he's not ready to fight. Bro, I don't give a fuck. Who slapped who? I mean, who grabbed whose beard? Who started this shit? That's like telling me look, he broke his leg. He's only on one leg. Yeah, but he just slapped the shit out of me. Or he just called me or whatever. Bruh, if you're not in the right state of mind to fight, don't act like you want smoke. Period. Y'all act like y'all would give a fuck what state of mind a man is in if they did that to you in front of your wife. Y'all wouldn't give 2 shits, would you? If so, bro, it's some pussy made motherfuckers. I'm just straight telling you that. Telling you on the real, yeah, more wild for doing that shit. You wild for doing that shit. You not in the right state of mind, but yet you pulling on beards, motherfucker. One man don't have no reason to be grabbing another man's beard in the first fucking place, bro. That shit homo. And you grabbed it in a negative way, a negative fashion, and pulled on it? Are you kidding me right now? Caleb Plant should have kicked him in the balls when he did it. Like, are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy? When I seen that footage of him slapping him the way he did, bruh, oh my God. And he turned over on the slap and fighting position. I said, yo, I know he deserved it. I knew it. Okay? I said, oh yeah, Jamal, he deserved that slap. I don't know what happened, but I knew Caleb was in the right for giving him the slap, the type of slap that he received. No bullshit. I knew it. Yes. With the front of backhand steel knuckles into it. Yo, he turned over the slap like it was a hook, though. He turned over on it. Nah, they gotta get in the ring. He slapped him the way he gave what's his Darrell that damn knockout left hook. That's really disrespectful. I would try to beat the brakes on. Right, calling him bro, you called him that in front, bro. You can't forget. Right, he got to do something about it. You got to do something about that, bro. You got to do something. But I like the fight. I think it's an interesting fight. Everybody here, I know y'all will watch it. That's a good fight. Jamal Charlo versus Caleb Plant. But let's not forget, when Caleb Plant was fighting Benavidez, Jamal Charlo went to that fight. He was talking on a little announcing table or whatever, not the commentators, but the little announcing table in between fights or whatever, or after the fight or whatever. He was there talking shit. He was there talking shit, talking about he's scouting and shit like that. I remember he said he was going with Plant. He went with the underdog. He said, man, he plants himself when he fights. The man's name is Plant. I remember talking slow as shit up there on the drive. I remember. Like, yeah, the two-piece dashiki on. It was brown and black. I remember that shit. So it's not like he don't want the fight. You in the weight class or whatever. You was scouting and shit. You be walking up on. He walked up on Bivol. He been calling out Canelo and Triple She. Like, bro, you walked up on Magic Man. Like, bro, you what's his name? Daniel Jacobs. Like, bro, let's go. It's time to fight. No more clout. No more clout. And he looked like shit, may I add, when he was hitting them pads for Rodney Shields. And Rodney Shields know he looked like shit. I could tell by his face. The man looked like shit hitting the pads. And he looked even worse hitting the heavy bag. How you gonna look bad hitting the heavy bag, bruh? You a professional fighter. You look horrible hitting that damn heavy bag. Jamal Charlo looked like shit hitting that bag. Jamal Charlo was talking shit about David Benavidez, then went quiet. Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Having problems at home, that's probably his fucking issue, and not much of his woman's issue is probably him. In my opinion, this man is getting worse and worse. His speech is just getting like, I don't know what he's doing on his off time, but it's not nothing boxing related, and he needs to stop doing it because it's probably hurting his career. And look where we're at today. I always call Jamal Charlo a black Point Break. Motherfucker's crazy. Real quick, y'all. EJ activating the rematch in between Bud, bruh. I'm with it. That's like I said, yo. I'm a fan of Earl Spence. I always be a fan of Earl Spence. I know he's leaving the weight class now, so now I didn't want to bump heads I didn't want people to say that I'm switching or nothing and like jump on a bandwagon of Bud while Earl was doing this thing. So I didn't. I left it alone. But Earl did his thing. He fought Bud. He got that fight. It didn't come out the way it was, the way we thought it was going to come out, the way he would want it to come out. He's going with his rematch. I'm still going, but Boots is my dude down at 140. I can do that. You see how I did that? You see how I did that? Do you see how I did that? All right, okay, bang. Boots is that dude at 147, bro. Ain't nobody gonna beat him. He comes in and underweight with socks on and shit. You know, he comes in underweight. You know what I mean? So that tells me he makes 145 very easy, and he can stay at that weight class and become undisputed. And I'm here for the young champ to do so. The man got extra. The man got skills on top of skills, for real. If people do they pound for pound correctly, he should be at the top of it, to be honest, because ain't nobody will beat his fighting style is straight up a cheat code. And I want everybody to realize something and ask yourself something. And you can ask these content creators this as well. Who did they call a cheat code ever that fought in boxing? Just Boots. I don't care what you say. They didn't say it about no other fighter. I've said it about Gervonta Davis. I've said that shit. I said he a cheat code too. First person I ever said that about was Boots. I didn't say it about Tank first. It was Boots first. And then it was Tank, and that's it. In my opinion, ain't nobody else got a cheat code. But you ask everybody else, go back and think about it. Who called their fighter a cheat code? Nobody. Just Boots. Boots is the only person that got that name. Boots is the only man that got the name of having a cheat code. Nobody said that anybody was a cheat code, yo. Think about that. Nobody that talks boxing, out of everybody on YouTube, outside of YouTube, old media, nobody's been a cheat code but Boots. Boots will beat Bud, yo. He will beat Bud. He will beat a lot of motherfuckers, bro. And Boots is terrible. He's terrible. The man is truly a cheat code, bro. It is what it is. He's top pound for pound, bro. He's number one. Nobody can beat his style of boxing. He can do it all. He's a complete fighter. I say Tank's a complete fighter too. But hey, Boots is a cheat code, bro. And Bud can't beat him. He can't beat him. And would be what's good for his career is to never fight Boots. Don't ever do it. Boots is that guy, bro. He's the best fighter in boxing. Next to, in my opinion, we just need to see more from him, David Morrell. David Morrell, Boots, and Tank are probably the three best fighters in boxing today. As far as skill, all-around talent, complete fighter, viewership, and being straight up entertaining. Them are the three. They're the best. Seriously. Salute to you, Korner Local Sports. What's good with you? He been my number one pound for pound list for over a year. Bruh, it is what it is. You got to give it up. You got to give it up, bruh. Now is the time to be a fan, yo. For everybody that been thinking about it and trying to see if he got what it takes. But, yo, Boots got what it takes. David Morrell got what it takes, bro. Y'all should have already been fans of Tank. David Morrell got his title at 4 or 5 fights or whatever, 6 fights. Boots, yo, it's time to be a fan right now before Boots get a title. Now that Bud and Earl, which had the majority of the fans already before Boots got his name out there, they already have fan bases. They leaving the weight class. Now is the time. It's not about switching. It's not about that. I already had my loyalty to a fighter. When I seen them coming up, I'm that's what switching is. Not like an Earl Spence before he got that, well, right after he got that IBF title, because Boots is coming up. Oh, well, Boots. No, bro. It's how you do that. It's how you do that. Hold on. Boots were on 147. Yo, it's facts. Now that them two is leaving the weight class, a lot of the fans are free to be Boots fans. Do y'all feel what I'm trying to say? I feel free to be a fan of his now that the first fighter that was my favorite is out of the weight class. It is what it is. Roy Jones Jr. is the original cheat codes. I never heard nobody say that. You might be right, because you could be older than me or watch boxing longer than me. You could have heard somebody say that, but I've never heard nobody say that. I've heard Roy Jones. Somebody asked Roy Jones, "Is that the closest version of you?" And he said, "Yeah." To be honest, man, he better than Roy Jones, man. Roy Jones could, man, please. Roy Jones is good. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. Maybe I looked at too much of his shit at the later part of his career. But, bruh, dude is different. They all had off days, but rematches are
Always the best way to get clarity. Yes, it is. That's another reason I'm down for this fight, yo. The rematch gotta happen for a lot of reasons. Maul is done. You let that man slap you and did nothing. Boots no joke. Salute to you, Skywalker. Boxing TWT is in the house. What's good with you? Salute to you. Boots special. You different. Yo. Hold on. Boots is that guy until he has to cut the ring off against his C-level Karen. Virgil Ortiz would have stopped Karen. Still to you, I don't bite. Not looking like that. Like you bite like a motherfucker with that picture. Like you bite like a motherfucker with that picture, bro. Everybody gets to have an off night though. I don't bite, yo. Everybody has one. You know what I'm saying? But for real, yo, I never knew nobody that moved like Karen, for real. I never seen him. I see a fighter that has that type of style, that can move in that style type of way, but never the way he did it, bro. He was that motherfucker. His legs, you gotta give it up. Yo, go back and watch it. Karen's legs was moving, bro. At the times when he stood still, and he was kind of just inching backwards. All he was doing was waiting for Boots to throw something so he can move real quick and counter and move again, bro. It was, yo, you could tell, just like I said, to fight somebody with a cheat code, just like video games, what do you got to do to beat the boss in a video game? You can't get touched by them. You got to keep moving. You got to only use the jab. Bro, he did that shit. But this is real life. And you got a point system. And he lost on points, and Boots won that shit. But, bruh, he did what was necessary to make it 12 rounds with a fighter, and nobody ever expected this. So, Karen get a round of applause, in my opinion. He gets an A for effort. For real. As he, but, bruh, it was a lot of time, effort, and practice he was putting in to make the fight the way it was. I understand it was boring. A lot of people say he didn't stand there and fight, bro. He was in the ring with that killer for 12 rounds and didn't get stopped. He did get hit a couple times though. Let's be honest. Like, he's not like he didn't get hit at all. He got hit. You gotta give it up a little bit, yo. Just a little bit. Best fighters he's ever seen. I've been a fan of Boots way before that. I believe in that kid. Yeah, but you don't look like it. Don't look like you was a Boots fan. Every time you made a video, went live, it wasn't Boots. Every time you talked about Earl, you didn't talk about Boots. Anytime you talked about Bud, you didn't talk about Boots. Anytime you talked about 147, you talk about Boots. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. I remember you having him on your pound for pound though, for real, Kondo. I remember that shit. Who will be Boots' dancing partner? That's the crazy thing is, like, they're gonna elevate him to champion, and then people gonna try to stay away from him and shit. I already know they are, just because the man is that nasty. It's not gonna be a lot of people that's just willing to fight Boots. That's why he might as well just fight Blair Carbs, because he's the only motherfucker that's actually willing to fight him right now. Just go ahead and do it out this motherfucker. Roy Jones, by 25 years old, was already a 2-division champion, beating Hopkins and James Toney to win those belts, and was pound for pound number one already. Boots is 26, and best win is Villa. They aren't the same. No, they're not the same, but he said it. He said they are. Roy Jones out his mouth said that that's the closest version of him. But I really don't think they were talking about accolades, though. Don't bite. I don't bite. I think they were talking about is just as far as his styles. That's what they were talking. I don't think they were talking about accolades, because of course Boots don't have any. He don't got no accolades. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was mostly how he fight. And I don't, for real, even if it's not, I don't know one retired fighter that would disagree and be like, no, Boots don't fight nothing like I did. No, he's just that good of a fighter. Like, bruh. He was like, yeah. Roy Jones was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Virgil would have did nothing special against Karen with his slow feet. He might have lost. Man, I want to. That's it. But that's another thing. Like when you see fighters come up and fight these names and they do an all right job. My next thing I want to see is that fighter fight another name. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that Frank Martin just fought, and they looked like it was going back and forth. I can't remember the dude's name, but I would love to see him fight another name just to see how he does against someone else. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with Karen. I would like to see Karen fight another name. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see Sandor Martin fight. He fought Mikey Garcia and beat him. He looked great against Teal. Some people say he lost. You know what I'm saying? Say Teal lost to Sandor Martin. I would like to see him fight another name. That's just is what it is. I just don't overdo it. But that's because that's not you. But you would never know that you're a big fan of Boots, is what I'm saying, because you kind of talk about everybody. But always had him at number one. I still have my pound for pound list up on my IG. Oh, okay, from way back then. Oh, okay, I didn't even know that. Actually, your crowning Boots a bit premature. The eye test only goes so far. Yo, I've heard that a bunch of times, but the only thing is I've been right every time. Every time I've been right. The eye test gave me Earl Spence. The eye test gave me Bud. Actually, I was a big fan of Bud. You can go back and look at the videos on my channel. Big fan of Bud. You know, the eye test gave me Wilder. The eye test gave me Tank. My eye test does pretty damn good. You know what I mean? Like I don't really just give people a lot of credit. This is like I don't really talk about Boots a lot. I don't talk about David Benavidez a lot. I've said short things on my live. I've yet to make a whole video praising either one of these cats. So I don't think I'm crowning them anything, just giving my opinion and saying that I think he'll beat Boots. I mean, I think Boots would beat Bud. That's all. And mostly I'm just pointing out the obvious when Bud, everybody got their name from their best fights. Everybody got whatever their nickname was. All I'm saying is everybody gave Boots a cheat code. And they didn't say it like, oh, well, I'm just going to give him this nickname. They called him a cheat code because he can do literally everything. So it's like nobody else got that nickname, and there's reasons for that. When I watch this dude fight, it's like he is psychic. He's psychic and knows what his opponent is thinking. Like the shit is, that's the deep in the matrix. The way when I be watching this dude fight, it's straight up ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. People gonna have to show me. In my opinion, they're not gonna fight each other though. Don't bite. I don't think Boots and Bud are ever gonna come across again. Boots is on his way up. Bud is on his way out of the door. He already said that he got a couple more fights. He is an older fighter. You know what I'm saying? He only wants big money fights, and he's not going to get a big money fights out of Boots. I'm just voicing my opinion on the fact that I think he is one of the best fighters in boxing. Him, David Morrell, they need to show me both. They need to show me that they can lose first. Somebody need to beat their ass before I take them off that list. But and Tank, like those are the three people, in my opinion, it's going to be very hard for anybody in their weight class to beat, and they probably won't take a L in their weight classes. Like that's just how I feel. Salute to you, TY Boxing 02. What's good with you? Salute. Prime Roy got smoked by a Tarver. Bruh, that's the one that I seen. You said Boots is number one. How? Okay, Aunt Kit. Roy lost to Tarver at 35 years old. He wasn't in prime. 90s Roy at 168, 175 was special. Are you talking to the dude in the chat? Zach B said this is a different time with different opponents and different opportunities. That's a fact. Boots doesn't have none of them, right? Boots doesn't have them because he didn't get any of those things. Skills are skills. Belts don't make skill. That's facts. And he never had a chance. Like Boots is the worst thing for Boots' career is his timing. The fact that he's at this weight class at the time that he's at it. That's the worst thing for him because of the people that already was champions, of the people that was already in the weight class. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because you already had Boots and already had Bud and EJ at 147. No matter how good Boots was, because he came up after they was already there and already had names, regardless of how good he was, he didn't get no chance. He didn't get a shot to, you know what I'm saying, at no titles or nothing like that. That's why I say belts belts don't mean shit to me. But I understand why certain people like belts or need belts, whatever the case may be. To me, they monopolized the belt. So in my opinion, screw them belts. You got two champions that want undisputed and they won't even let them fight for it. The WBC won't allow the champion that holds the belt to actually put it up for an undisputed fight at 175. That right there is ridiculous. Bivol and Better BF can't even fight for undisputed because of the WBC. So like that right there, y'all monopolizing the belts, but you want us to give all the power to it. I can't do it. Y'all can do it all you want, but I just can't do it, bro. I can't. And you're right. Boots didn't have those opportunities, so he don't have those accolades. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But skills is skills. That seems to be the Tank logic belts, and resumes don't matter. It's logic, period. I mean, regardless of what Tank has or not, that's just another thing to add to the list. Yeah, Tank's at the top, and he don't have no belt. Okay. But besides that, what I just said, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other reasons that people say that belts don't matter, and it's not surrounded Tank. It's surrounding two other fighters that can't even get undisputed. It's surrounding the people that owns the sanctioning bodies. That's the problem. It's not the fighters. It's not Tank. It's the people that own these these titles. They don't allow people. They're not being fair. The people that own these sanctioning bodies ain't being fair. That's the issue. That's why the belts don't matter. It doesn't even necessarily mean because Tank don't have a belt. That's just one thing. But the main problem, the bottom line, is the sanctioning bodies. Salute to you, D-Man Jr. What's good with you? What's good, Cuzzo? What's good? What's good? Just do boxing? What's popping? Hold on. Thank you. I'm just trying to use my own logic. That's all. I'm not trying to be hateful but I love boxing, man. That's why I talk boxing. That's why I started doing this shit. I'm not trying to be no follower or nothing. I didn't know one soul. I didn't know one woman that talked boxing, period, when I started my boxing channel. Not one. Okay. So, I mean, I do this because I like boxing. I like talking boxing, but damn, it's a lot of hate be going on YouTube. And bruh, I'm just saying today, it's just my opinion, man. I'm not trying to ruffle no feathers. If I ruffle them, I ruffle them. But this is just my opinion, man. I'm not nobody special. I'm just somebody with a YouTube channel. Those belts come with fees. That's a fact. That's a fact as well. I agree that Thurman don't want the fight. Bud Spence, we're hogging the belts with inactivity. That's a fact. Virgil has the illness and standing on his ass. Has been trying to fight Virgil. All the Boots can't help. Right. Can't help nothing. That kiss is a wrong time. It's a bad time. And for Boots Boots got all the skill in the world. He's good. He can talk. You can advertise. You can sell him. You know what I'm saying? He's a great fighter. All of that. The man is the timing that he came into the game in the weight class is just the only thing that's really holding him up. It wasn't one before you started. No, I didn't see one. Everybody, they told me that I was the first YouTube female boxing channel. I didn't really know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see one, but the fuck am I? I'm the only one person. YouTube's huge. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean I'm right. You know what I mean? Just like politics, if you can't get the belts, you can win the popularity vote. That's a fact. That's facts. All right. Real quick, BigBaby. Let's talk about BigBaby. BigBaby says that he won Frank Sanchez. That tells me that he's ready to do what's necessary in the sport to get what he wants, which is money. He said that if he can retire young, he would, without getting a belt at all, he would. All he needs is the money. That's really why he's boxing. He's boxing for the money. Hell, he keeps bringing up money every time before his fight. They asked him why another fight. He said, hell, I'm broke. That's why I'm fighting so quick again. Like, bro, he's just, it's about the money. It's about the money. Salute to you, Stormy B again. He say, Ashley Korner, don't rule out another factor. Promotional factors and managers look to optimize leverage over fighters by putting them under conditions of signing with them, giving up independence. That's a fact. Yo, a lot of things be hitting in them contracts, and for real, young fighters just be wanting to get some money. I heard from a lot of Bud fans that's why he kept signing with Top Rank and signing with Bob. Not to think that Bob was great for him, but Bob was the only one signing him, putting up the money that he needed to get out of the situation he was in. Same thing with a lot of fighters. So I understand that, and it's a lot of things hitting in them contracts that they don't even know what they signing. All they know, the condition they signing in is that they're going to be in better living conditions. That's the only fucking thing the fighter know. So I definitely agree with that, Stormy B Sensei. That's a mistake for Jared. Yo, listen. I'm not here to save nobody. Let me just say that first, okay? I'm not here to save a soul. These fighters make money. They're here for the money. Jared Anderson said that his stablemate and his friend, F.A. Ajaba, they're friends. That's his boy. He said he would never fight him unless it's for a lot of money. That's his boy, unless it makes sense. Hey, maybe he's trying to get back for his boy. I'm more than sure he's seen that damn fight with F.A. Ajaba and Frank Sanchez. He said he's seen people in his comment section when he's live saying that him and Frank Sanchez would be a good fight. So he's saying, cool. In my opinion, I like that. I like that mentality. You see what the fans is demanding, and you try to you voice that name to the public on camera during the interview. No, and not even he didn't say it in a disrespectful way, and none of that. He just said he's a good fighter, and I think will be a good fight. And the fans said that they want it, so I would like to fight him next. Props to Jared Anderson. Damn, yeah. I got some soap. My bad. It's a little parched. But shout out to BigBaby Anderson for having that mindset and willing to take somebody like Frank Sanchez, because nobody's calling out Frank to fight. Excuse me. I believe I said probably a year ago that Frank Sanchez would be like his big step up fight. And to this day, it still would be. It still would be. If he fight Frank Sanchez, that would be a hard fight to fight. Damn, it would be hard. He would have to show all of his tools that he has got thus far if he wanted to beat, and not, matter of fact, if he wanted not to look bad, versus Frank Sanchez. Frank Sanchez is good, yo. He's good. The man fights like Usyk, but he's a heavyweight. He fights like he's a cruiserweight. He's not a real big person, but he packs enough pop to drop the shit out of F.A. Ajaba. Yo, he dropped F.A. and on the way down hit F.A. head again. Okay, that tells me that he's fast enough with his hands, his feet, and he has accuracy to even do that. F.A. Ajaba is a tree. When he fell down, he moved towards him and threw a shot and landed on his head before his butt hit the ground. You hear me? Yes, I was just getting to that, Terry. But he hasn't been fighting nobody. That's the only thing going for BigBaby is the fact that Frank. I haven't seen Sanchez fight since he fought F.A. Ajaba. Maybe he's fought somebody, but I haven't seen him fight since he fought F.A. So it's a good fight, bruh. That is definitely a main event right there. And this is one fight that he better like boxing for. The whole training camp, BigBaby. The whole training camp, you better love boxing. You better eat, breathe, drink boxing. I'm not even gonna say that. You need to love boxing. Thinking about Frank Sanchez, post his picture up on the wall, up on the ring, up on the heavy bag. Think about him. Think about it, bro, because he can stop your whole fucking train. Frank Sanchez is the one that can start and halt them damn dreams. All he want is money and to get out of this game early. And he said if he could become a mega star, this is what BigBaby said. He said if he could come, salute to you, Big Drew Titan LLC, salute to you. What's good, Big Drew Titan in the house? Salute to you. Keep a good boxer, bro. But listen, he said if he can become big on YouTube and on these social media platforms and when his boxing fights come and have a big showing and he can get more money and all of this stuff, like that's what he want, bro. All of that shit can stop. Your stock can drop with a loss. I know they talk to you about that because you with Top Rank. And you around some good boxing knowledge. Like them people know what they know you can't be losing if that's what you want, bro. And this is I like it. I like the dog in you. I like that you want to fight him and all of that shit. I like it. I love it, actually. But Frank Sanchez is somebody that you're gonna have to like boxing for, bro. You're gonna have to like boxing during the whole training camp. You can't be skipping corners and trying to take a shortcut off the run and saying you ran, but you didn't, and eating tasty cakes and shit. Like none of that. I'm not saying that's what you do, but bro, you can't do shit but what you supposed to do if you're gonna fight Frank Sanchez. If Sanchez can make him look bad, in my opinion. EJBud2 holds a big punch, but he's slow. BigBaby got fast hands. He can probably hurt Sanchez. I'm more than sure if this fight happens, Sanchez is going he's not going to play in camp. I've never heard him say he don't like boxing. That's what BigBaby said, that he don't like boxing. Salute to you, Jonathan Simpson. Simon, damn. Salute to you, Jonathan Simon. Just check Frank fought in April. Okay, bet. What was the outcome? Did he go to distance? It was a 12-round fight, 10-round fight? Bring Miller back sober and clean. You can train with a good strength and conditioning program. Yo, BigBaby Anderson fights with Tyson Fury, EJBud2, and somebody else he was in the picture with. Like, bro, he trained with big motherfuckers, bro. He be training with big dudes, bro. I seen him in the picture training. I seen it. But yeah, that's gonna be a good fight, bro. I'm just saying, both of them he need to be on his P's and Q's not to get embarrassed. Both of them do. You know what I'm saying? He can probably hurt Sanchez with some power. I don't know about stopping him and dropping him. I have to look at tape again just to see exactly who would win. He won by KO. Okay, that's a bet. And he got probably not a big dude, yo. He's not a big dude, but he can move his feet. He got power. He got hand speed. And he got a pretty good defense. And he got boxing IQ. You know, Sanchez is a huge step up for BigBaby Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Even though he fought Charles Martin, he said Charles Martin is a hard puncher and a good fighter. He can't wait till he fights somebody else. And he talked to him on the phone and called him sometimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. You know what I mean? But, bruh, that's going to be a hard one right there. That's going to be tough. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this 8 million Shakur, Bill Haney, DevinHaney shit. We're going to talk about this. This will be our last topic, and we're going to get on up out of here. But Shakur Stevenson, $8 million is what the 25% was. Bruh. $8 million is not what Shakur Stevenson was going to get to fight no damn DevinHaney. DevinHaney fought Kambosos out this country. He fought Kambosos in Australia, and it was 50-some thousand people in there, and y'all are using it like it's DevinHaney fans. DevinHaney probably had 1% fans in fucking Australia when he fought Kambosos both times. Out this motherfucker. It's not one per. Do y'all know one person that has a YouTube channel that went to that fight in Australia? Do you know one person with these? And a lot of these YouTube channels, they are Bud. I mean, they are DevinHaney fans. They part of the Haney hive. They got money to go to these fights. Did they go to the fight DevinHaney versus Kambosos? Did they go? The answer is no. They did not go. Do y'all know one person that went to that damn fight? And everybody probably know the same person because they had an interview after the fight or some shit. And y'all don't even know that person. I'm just saying, bro. Just be honest. The man, that fight was not going to generate $30-some million. And out of that $30-some million, all of the money was going to just the fighters, and Bob wasn't going to get shit. Huh? The venue wasn't going to get shit. Bob wasn't going to get no money. Bob wasn't going to profit. All the money that they was going to get was going to go to just the two fighters that's on the card. Not nobody else that's on the card. Nobody else going to get no money. Bob gonna make $30-some million off Devin versus Shakur, give Shakur $8 million, and give Devin the rest. It's bullshit. There was no question, Picasso. There was no question. I'm just saying that that's bullshit. Straight up. Straight up. The fight wasn't going to generate $30-some million. Matter of fact, no, the question was, who do you know that has a boxing channel that went to Devin versus Kambosos fight in Australia? That was the question. Who do you know with a boxing channel that actually went to that fight? But I'm just saying, bruh, there's nothing wrong. You make people look at things when you keep pointing out the obvious as being not obvious. Bruh, people know that he's not a big seller. He know he's not a big seller. Both of him and his father can admit to him being a big seller. So there's no reason to act like there was 50,000 people in Australia trying to see him beat up Kambosos. Like, Brad, those was Australian fans for Kambosos. Those was not his fans. And it's cool and all of that, but don't be like, yo, don't be like, hold on, wait. Don't be like, look, he sold 50-some thousand fans in Australia, bro. No, he didn't. Both of them sold that. All right. It takes two to tangle. Both of them sold that. Don't say, oh, that's Devin's fans, bro. Both of them sold that in his country, not even Devin's country. In his country. He never generated $30 million nothing. A lot of people would say Lomachenko's a bigger star and more known than Shakur Stevenson. So if he didn't get those millions of dollars, or Lomachenko didn't get those millions of dollars when they fought each other, there's no way in the world they're getting the millions of dollars when they fight with Devin and Shakur happen, bro. But like I said years ago, and it's coming around full circle that I'm right. Devin and Shakur won't fight until they get at 140 pounds. I said that shit years ago. They are not going to fight each other until 140, maybe 147 is what I said. Recently, I heard Shakur Stevenson say that he's a real 135 pounder, and he's going to be at this weight class for a long time. That's what he said. He's going to be at 135 for a long time. If that's the case, then they might not see each other till 147. I think Shakur ain't going to be at 130. He's going to be at 135 for 3 years is what I think, max. That's what I think. He's saying that he's going to be there longer than that. And if that's the case, then they probably won't even see each other at 140. In my opinion, the conversation shouldn't even been going on because they ain't going to fight each other. That's my opinion. They're not going to fight each other. When I said it years ago, I didn't say it's because they scared of each other. I'm not saying that. I'm saying they talked to each other, friends, and they talked about fighting each other. And he said, and they were probably, the conversation probably went something like this. I'm at a smaller weight class. You at a bigger weight class. By the time I get up there, I'm going to be out the weight class. And we probably won't see each other until 140, 147. That's what I said fucking 5 years ago. Over 5 years ago. And it seems like that's what the fuck was said. It seems like that's exactly what was said. Get too hot up here. And too hot can mean a bunch of things, bro. In my opinion, it could mean his weight. The weight. You know what I mean? And he gonna get out the weight class. That sounds like what I thought they already talked about. Because in my opinion, yeah, I made a video like 3 years ago that's titled Size Matters when it comes to weight classes. And it was about Shakur Stevenson, it was about DevinHaney, and a couple other fighters that are big in their weight classes. It wasn't about, them being weight bullies or nothing. It was me explaining how I felt and why I said I can't give fighters credit until they fight somebody their size in their weight class and their skill level, their size. That's what the video was premising that as far as a couple of other things, but it was a factual video. And pictures that I showed you told the story. Shakur Stevenson and Tank was the same size when Shakur Stevenson became a pro. Bruh, I got pictures. They were the same size. That nigga supposed to have been at 126. He did not start at I'm not trying to say that he started at a small weight class. And no, that nigga was supposed to be at 126. In my opinion, I thought he stayed at 126 too long. He could have beat everybody up, but he was staying there for that Josh Warrington fight. He was staying there for that fucking Valdez fight. Both of the motherfuckers was scary. They didn't want to fight him. He moved up late, in my opinion. That's what threw everything off with Shakur Stevenson. You moved up too late. He was too big for 126, in my opinion. When he moved up to 130, he got naked to make his first weigh-in. That told me everything I needed to know. Bruh, and he couldn't stay in that weight class long enough to get his highest potential. But he got Oscar Valdez. And now he's at 135. I believe him when he say he's comfortable at 135 and he can be here for a long time. I can believe that. But DevinHaney? Hold on. Just do say straight bullshit facts, cuzzo. They not paying Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford money to Haney. That's wild. Nah. Hell nah. He ain't getting no $8 million, bruh. Shit. Shakur's 25% wasn't no fucking $8 million. It was probably maybe 2 max. Max, maybe 2 million, maybe. He says, he said he's gonna be there for a few years, maybe like 3. Okay, so I'm right. I said he's gonna be there 3 years. I think Shakur is watching how Bud is getting undisputed in multiple divisions, and he wants to be on the same stage like Tio got up there in Canelo, right, with all his belts, but missing one belt. That's a fact. Salute to you, Phoenix Nunez. Salute. Yeah, Shakur, in my opinion, probably always wanted to be undisputed, but politics or scary people, whatever you want to call it, he didn't get the fights. Like, he wanted everybody at 126. He didn't say Gary's name, but Gary didn't say his. You know what I'm saying? But he wanted everybody. He was trying to get certain fights first. If he would have got Valdez when he first wanted him, and Warren when we wanted him, who knows? Maybe they would have called each other out for unification as far as Gary and Shakur, but we don't know because it didn't get that far. When he moved up to 130 and he got Valdez, he was big as shit at that weight class, And all the proof was because the first time he weighed it, bro, your first weigh-in should not be you get naked. He's big. He big, bro. He big in his shoulders, bro. Niggas big in his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. He's at 135 right now, bro. Dude is at 135 right now. DevinHaney whole career has been at 135. Shakur's fought in 3 weight classes. This is the 3rd weight class, bro. So all that type of talk and attention could be put on Devin more than Shakur. Now, I said fans of DevinHaney says it, but the one thing that matters is him. He's never said that he can't make 135. I say he can't make 135. His fans say he can't make. Other fighters think that shit, but he hasn't said it. He hasn't said it. We're giving this man a pass that he don't even want to take. He doesn't want to take the pass, but we keep saying that the man can't make 135, and he keeps saying that he wanted to the point all the way to calling the WBO, WBC or whatever and asking to keep the titles while he go up in weight and challenge another champion, not fight regular Joe Blow at 140 to see where I'm at. He's fighting for a title at 140 and want to keep his 135 titles. Bruh, that's telling us in our face that he can make 135. Even if he can't, bruh, that is our opinion. He never fucking said it. Salute to you, YK Mel. Salute. I need that Tank versus Tio or Tank versus Frank if Frank beat Shakur. Bruh. Hey now, I say, whoa now. That's what the old heads say. Tank versus Tio or Tank versus Frank if Frank beats. Listen, I don't think Frank gonna beat Shakur. I don't. But I agree with your statement. If he does, I need him to fight Tank for real. But what does Tio got to do? What does Tio got to do with Frank versus? You just saying that you won't mind watching Tio fight. I got you though. I got you. I feel you. But yeah, man. This whole shit with Devin, bro, has been going on for years. It's been years, bro. Bill Haney admitted what I said nearly 5 years ago, though. They talked about fighting each other years ago, and they planned not to fight each other until they both got established. Established meaning that they had got their names out there and already got titles and got their money up, weight up, and shit like that. Established. That's what I believed years ago, and that's what it seems like I was right. They talk to each other and say, hey, we're going to get established. I mean, because it's only right. It's not like they were in the same weight class, like I said. Devin been at 135 his whole career, meaning that's where he started. At the same time, Shakur was not there. Shakur just got there. So they wasn't at the same weight class. It makes sense for them to talk about this shit. It's not like their fights coming around the corner. They've never been in the same weight class, and they've been friends. They have each other's phone number, like they've both admitted to. They both talked to each other before. So over the phone, they got each other number. Salute to you, Black Attack. Salute. Frank getting washed in my opinion, bro. It's gonna look bad, bro. It's gonna look bad. It's gonna be more competitive than Earl versus Bud was, but it's gonna be bad, bro. It's gonna be bad. I'm telling you. I don't think Shakur. Listen, I felt the way that I felt about Shakur, just like I said with that video about size matters, bro. You gotta fight somebody your size on your skill level. At 126, most them dudes were smaller than him. At 130, them dudes were smaller than him. It's only a couple fighters that fought him that was his size, and he looked good against them, but they ain't had no talent. Their skill level was nowhere. When it comes to the fighters that was bigger than him that had some pop, hey, it was questionable the way he looked, in my opinion. I had my own questions and reserves for him, but I've seen different. Like I see it now. Like that, I see what he's doing. He throws like it's about his punch selection is why his offense is so well, coupled with how he can switch from offense to defense so well. It's why he makes these fights look so easy. I see what he's doing, but you're doing it against who? But recently I've seen different. That's why I've always said the same shit about all fighters, bruh. You got to be somebody on your level and your size when it comes to these smaller weight classes, man. It has to be, or you just picking on people that that's not on your talent level, not on your skill level, not as fast as you, don't have the pop, bro. You picking on a child. Like that's what his fights be looking like. That's why I was like, man, Shakur ain't this and he's not that. But I've seen different lately. He's grown into himself. I still don't like the shit he be saying. I still don't like the shit that he be saying. But regardless, like inside the ring, I can't front that's Tank's only competition at 135. There is no competition for Tank but Shakur Stevenson. And I'm not going to front on that now and look stupid later. I'm going to tell the truth. But I needed to see it against somebody around his size around his skill at something. Give me something. But I know now from what I've seen, he can do what he did to Lomachenko. And this is the skill that everybody looks at as being so superior to a lot of fighters, Lomachenko. I think he'll watch. I thought DevinHaney, how I feel about DevinHaney is mostly his fans, his father, and the shit that he says out of his mouth, period. Everything he said, I can't fuck with. As far as his boxing skill, I don't think he's entertaining because I'm not a 12-round fighter fan. That's all. That's no disrespect. He can fight. He got skills. He has his own talent, but that's just not what I am into. Salute to Mike Biggs Boxing. Salute. I've known fighters to avoid other fighters by dropping weight. Yep. We trained together and we knew who was more disciplined, stronger, skillful, but I didn't avoid work in the gym. Anybody can get it, in my opinion. That's how I thought about Keyshawn Davis. That's why I made that video saying that I'm not a Keyshawn Davis fan no more. Since then, he's cleared up some of the shit that he said. But bro, when he first said some shit that I didn't like, and I made a video. Months passed, and he said something further. I think other people made a video about, bruh, and it's just he's making himself out to look like he's only here to be a fan of Shakur at one point in time. When he said that they was thinking about going down to 130 and said something about Shakur at 135, bro, you just basically said I'm gonna let him do his thing at 135 and I'll move down and wait so he can get his shine. Because like I said, Bob Arum has never put a camera in nobody's face as a prospect. As a prospect more than fucking Keyshawn Davis. There's nobody that he put in front of cameras more than Keyshawn Davis. Shakur Stevenson did not get that much attention. Neither did half-speaking Lomachenko's ass. Nobody got that much attention as Keyshawn is getting. So I'm like, bro, if you move down to 130 just for Shakur to shine, it's gonna make me not want to be a fan no more of you. Since then, he's cleared it up. He's really here for the money, and he just likes fighting. I understand it now. He's not here. He don't care about nothing. He just want to fight because he like fighting, and he's here for the money. I can understand that. So I can be a fan of Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't like how he was coming off, bro. Stop acting like, you just here to cheerlead for this nigga and get your money on the side, bro. Stop being a backseat player and liking it. Stop it. Shit. Salute to you, Mom Paul. What's good with you? Marilyn, salute to you. What's good, Queen? Hey, Queen. Great live. I adore your boxing mind. Thank you. I definitely appreciate you, Queen. Keyshawn was dropping nicknames. But Frank said, I know you meant me. So that's let's get it, basically. Davis started talking more after Frank left. That's a fact. That is a fact. That's a fact. Yo, shit, that's because Frank Martin got that facial expression. He got that look in his eyes, bro. Frank Martin looked like a person that's seen things. He's seen things and been places you don't want to be. That's just what he looked like in his face, bro. That motherfucker, he could have that look on if he wanted to, bro. But Bill just basically said that, and the fact that he was stuttering and a man of so many words like himself, he got such a big vocabulary. It's hard to get this man tongue-tied and get him a loss of words. He was kind of trying to push out some information, bro. Like he was a loss for words when he was talking in that little clip, bro.
He was at a loss for words. He was trying to get some shit out, bro. We're talking about Bill here. He didn't have to say none of that. For his point to go get across, all he had to say is like 3 words. Yeah, Shakur nice. Shakur nice. That's all he really had to say. Like, why'd you say all of that? It was so broken. It was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to keep it strong. Well, we was here for Core, not Core getting out on us. Like, bro, that's the big homie. And I'm like, hold the phone. That's not what I was being told all of these years. Hold the phone.
Backseat player right. I just made it up. Then he went outside and said, why I want to fight me at 8 fight. Yo, I seen that shit. I think I played it on my live, bro. He went outside talking about, y'all bottom line is y'all just want to get me while I'm 8 fights in. Y'all definitely don't want to see me when I'm 12 fights in, 15 fights in. Then I can really step on him and he squashed and moved his leg like he was putting out a cigarette. I was like, God damn, all of this talking. He was talking to Frank Martin team or Earl Spence team the whole time and shit. I'm like, bro, this is crazy, bro. This motherfucker did all this talking just to say that the bottom line is that I'm 8-0 and y'all just want to fight me now. Bro, you just want to talk right now. Yeah, they want to fight you at 8-0 because you keep talking at 8-0. You see how that works? There's reasons to do everything. I've been saying this for years. There's reason to kick an old man down a flight of steps. You're just not supposed to do it. There's always a reason for everything, bro. You keep talking at 8-0. You've been talking since 6-0. So 8-0, yeah, they want to tap that chin. What did you expect? People just to keep the same energy. Give people the respect that you would want yourself. Okay? Oh my God. Your ass want to fight Isaac Cruz, don't you? I mean, Andy Cruz. You want to fight Andy Cruz is 1-0 like a motherfucker right now. You want to fight him right now. Why? Because he's talking, right? Damn, doors be swinging both ways and y'all be trying to block it with your toe and shit. Shit's ridiculous. Salute to you, Max G. What's good with you? Salute, salute, salute. Now, Devin and Shakur went back and forth on Twitter. Shakur was doing a body shot challenge, and Devin called out Shakur Stevenson on it. That's basically what happened. Okay, I'm gonna speak a little bit on that. We're gonna get on up out of here, reach this 2-hour mark. Just do Cuzzo say he did tell him to his face he feel like he would fuck him up. Yes, he sure did. Frank said it would be a good fight. So I like Keyshawn energy. He just got to keep proving it. Yeah, I said I forgot where I said it at. Maybe I was in somebody's chat, but I think no, I was live. I like Keyshawn's. I like how he handled himself when it came to the arguments. I didn't like the things that he was saying a while ago when it came to Shakur Stevenson and him fanning and acting like he didn't have his own fucking career. And I didn't like the the conversation that happened in between Earl Spence's team after he talked to Frank Martin. I ain't like that or whatever. I'm like, bro, because you said all of that and went back and forth just to say at the end that you only 8-0 and you don't want to fight me. Like, bro, just stop talking then. But I liked how he conducted himself, because honestly, you could have said a lot more than that. But for real, Frank Martin, you went over there because I said this live on my live when I spoke about it. Frank Martin went over there to tell him to basically keep his name out of your mouth. So you are out of his mouth. So you already know that this man is a talker, and that's the problem. So why sit there and allow him to talk? When he went over there and said what he had to say and started walking away, instead of asking what that motherfucker said, he should have kept walking. You already know he's going to say something. That's all he do is talk. Frank had the right idea, but he did it wrong. You approached him, you said what you had to say, all of that was correct. When you started walking away, you should have kept walking away. And when he did, because he didn't say shit, it was like if he made a face or whatever, and the crowd reacted. The crowd reacted, made Frank stop walking and turn around and allow this nigga to start jawing his mouth off. You already got all the spectators with the cameras and the mics out. All they're going to do is instigate because they want views. And that's exactly what happened. Bro, you should have just walked. You went over there to say what you had to say. You should have just said it and walked away. You would have won that. You would have won that because he was nervous. You caught Keyshawn off guard. I can tell. Because he didn't say much when you walked over there. He didn't say shit. Like, you should have just walked off and you would have won that. It'd have been over, bro. It'd have been over. But he stayed there and he asked the motherfucker what he said and he walked up on him and he made me think that Keyshawn made Frank Martin a little uneasy. Bro, why you say he doing tough boy shit because he walked up on you? I'm more than sure as loud as a bitch in there. And me, when it come to hearing, when around loud shit, I don't know, my spidey senses be everywhere. You need to talk loud. If it's loud in the place, I'm not gonna hear what the fuck you said. And it seemed like it was loud in there. It was cameras flickering, everybody making noise and shit. He walked up on you because you was talking to him, right? You walked away from him, turned around and asked him a question. So he walked up on you with that half little smile that he do. He walked up on you with his hands to the side and you was like, yo, stop with the tough boy stuff. I'm like, bro, what did he make you uneasy? I'm just saying, I didn't like that. I didn't like how Frank looked after that. He walked up on him, yeah, and he did it right. I mean, it was a right approach, but he just didn't do it. He should just walked away and you would have won that whole shit. But right when you stood there and you allowed him to stand in front of you, then you had 1 second of air, nobody said nothing, somebody instigated. So how do you think a fight will happen in between you two? Personally, I think I'll fuck Frank Martin up. Of course, that's what he do. You allowed him to do it again. You allowed him to do it again. Do y'all see these fighters today are looking different built from the fighters of the past? What are they doing to get 12, 6, and 16 packs? It's hard for me to get a 6-pack. Yo, it's your DNA, man. It's just some people genetics, they can get abs easy and other people can't. What I found out though, you can have a small stomach problem that will stop you from getting abs and you will always have a bloat and it'll look like you're always going to have a layer of fat over top of your abs no matter how much you work them out. It really has to do with what you put in your body. It got to be a lot of water you put in your body. And you got to make sure you don't have no stomach problems, man. Because if one stomach problem, GERDs, fucking, you can have a small intestine tract. You can have a problem. Any type of problem can make your stomach look big. And you can have abs under that shit and you will never see them. Facts. You'll never see them. Acid reflux, yo, all of that, bro. All of that shit will stop you from having a 6-pack abs. The fact of the matter is these fighters are all young and they were athletes when they were young. When you were a teenager, it was easier shit for you to get a 6-pack if you worked on it, huh? If you were skinny and you was an athlete, as you 14, 15, and you in weight training and you playing football, it's easy for you to get 4 6-pack abs, bro. How about if you never worked out and it just the workouts just got more intense because you went from football to being an actual athlete and professional player, and now you got professional cooks, and your body gonna be on point. It's gonna be whatever you want it to look like. The fact of the matter is, we all old. We stopped working out for a month, a year, 2, 5 years, 10 years, and we ask these questions, forgetting that these motherfuckers didn't stop working out their entire life since they were like 10 years old and shit, 12. Like, that's why that shit look like that. That's why it's so live. But back to this DevinHaney and Shakur shit before I get on up out of here, man. It looked like Shakur Stevenson was minding his own business, doing what he does mostly, and that's go on interviews, which a lot of fighters do. These are one of the podcasts that I've never heard before. You know what I mean? I didn't even see the interview yet, but it looked like the same person he was getting an interview with is the same person that he was in the ring with, because Shakur even had on the same clothes. Okay, it's easier to figure that part out. So they're in there, look like they have body gear on, and Shakur has some gloves on. I didn't see the footage. I'm telling you. I seen a little piece of it. I seen the thumbnail on IG when the situation started. And I went on YouTube, and while I was scrolling, I seen him sitting down with the same fucking people with the same outfit on. That's how I came up with what happened. Okay. Because I didn't watch any footage. It looked like Shakur Stevenson did an interview with some people that had a podcast, and after that, they wanted to do some type of boxing challenge, which caused them to have on a body gear and caused Shakur to have on gloves. So on the outside looking in, it looked like the people he just did an interview with wants him to demonstrate a body punch. That's what it looks like. And given the fact that Shakur Stevenson stopped his last opponent with a body punch, given the fact that Tank stopped Ryan Garcia with a body punch, given the fact that over the recent week, low blows was the topic of conversation, it was a body shot challenge. That's harmless to me, being that Shakur ain't the first fighter and won't be the last that a fan asked to get punched in the body from, too, or whatever. Okay? The funny thing is, Ryan Garcia has been doing body shot challenges for years, and I've never seen DevinHaney say that it was corny over one of his body shot challenges. That's the funny thing about it. I've never once seen DevinHaney say Ryan Garcia doing these corny ass challenges. He's getting cornier and cornier. I've never seen it. Quite frank, I haven't seen DevinHaney say anything really disrespectful about Ryan Garcia besides the fact that he don't want to fight. But yet he had smoke for Shakur. First time I've ever seen Shakur do a body shot challenge. First time I've ever seen a fan ask and actually go through with it. All I can think is, bruh, Devin jealous that Shakur has reached the power of a fan asking for a body shot challenge. Because one thing's for sure and two things for certain. Fighters with no power don't get asked to do body shot challenges. So it seems like, and to me, since Shakur moved up and I was at his last fight, had very close seats to the ring, he got some power now at 135. And I've always thought he's had more power than DevinHaney, even when he was fighting at 130. Now that he's at 135, I think he got more pop than Devin. And maybe Devin sees that and Devin's upset. And maybe that's why Devin has chose to say something about Shakur's first and only body shot challenge, but never said anything about Ryan Garcia's 1,000 body shot challenges that he had. Never said one word. I heard it was his cousin. Don't know if that's true or not. Who was whose cousin? Felix. You heard who was whose cousin? But I'm saying he chose to hate on Shakur Stevenson. Granted, somebody added him, and it's a lot of girly ass dudes on Twitter and on social media, yo. Y'all do shit better than chicks do it. The gossiping and the trying to make fights, trying to get people mad and all of that shit, starting shit. Man, grown men be starting shit left and right on social media, bruh. They added Devin, and Devin took the bait and said that the shit was corny. Bruh, in my opinion, when I seen that shit, I said, man, Devin must be jealous that nobody ever asked him to do a body shot challenge. That's the only thing that I can come up with. Interviewer was Devin Cousin, some shit I heard, and no proof. Interviewer, damn, I'm talking about a lot. I don't even know which interviews. I don't even know. It was Devin Cousin. Hold up, bro. The dude that was interviewing Shakur Stevenson was Devin's cousin. That's even funnier, bro. So, so why would he say that the shit is corny and it's your cousin asking to get it done? What is this? What is this? Y'all set Shakur up to something to talk about? What is this?
Oh my God, bro. Anyways, man, yo. Oh my God. Listen. DevinHaney, Shakur Stevenson didn't do anything wrong, bro. He was minding his business. He went on a show. He answered a question. They wanted the body shot challenge. He did it. He didn't say anything about Devin, yo. He didn't say nothing about him. It was no disrespect towards him at all. The man added him and sent him the body shot challenge. He didn't send him the interview. Devin didn't see the interview and commented on that. He commented on a tweet that was sent to him about Shakur doing the body shot challenge. That's what he said was corny. And just like I said, I'm like, okay, you never been asked to do a body shot challenge. Maybe that's where the anger comes from. Immediately, Shakur Stevenson took off for himself, and that's where it begun. They was going back and forth. And he said, you and your father is a bitch. That's what Shakur said. Stevenson said to Devin, talking about Devin and his father, Bill. And Devin answered back with your mother's a B and some other choice words. When Shakur answered back, and now he started writing, he wrote, and now, and when I see you, I believe gloves are off. Y'all aren't friends no more. I believe if he do see you and y'all are alone, he's going to slap the shit out of you like he said, or try to. I believe that shit now. Everything's dead. In my opinion, yo, mothers are off limits in a lot of male conversations. I've been around males a lot. Okay. I was a tomboy and all of my friends was males. I have a lot of male friends now. I grew up around my brothers. Like, I know what they say. I know how they feel about certain things. You can call a dude, and the two dudes that's friends can call each other a bitch 3-4 times before they actually start fighting. The first time they say your mother's a bitch, after one of them be called a bitch, they're fighting immediately. I've seen it myself. I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. Maybe I'm from the country, us from the country, we don't do talking like city folk. City folk talk a lot. They're talkers. We are swingers. No pause. We swing in the country. We swing. It's not too much you're going to say before you feel some shit. Feel me? For real. So I don't know how y'all do it, but where I'm from, if I call you a bitch and you bring up somebody that's not around or in the conversation, have anything to do with it, and it's my mother, I probably slap all fire out your motherfucking ass. Off reflex without even thinking twice. The fact of the matter is, DevinHaney father, Bill Haney, chose this life. Am I right or wrong? Just because his son is a fighter does not mean he needs to be his manager and coach. That doesn't mean he should be his trainer. That doesn't mean he got to talk for him and be in interviews with him. That don't mean none of that. Everybody got a daddy. Do you know that? You know, every fighter got a daddy, and not everybody's father, and not everybody has their father as a coach, has their father as a manager. Not everybody, but everybody got a damn daddy. Okay. Might not, one could have passed away, but bruh, these ain't test tube babies. He chose this lifestyle. He chose to be in front of the camera. He chose to be the manager. He chose to be the trainer. He chose to speak for his son. He chose to talk to the people that has YouTube content. He chose this shit. He called fighters names. He called them bitches. Called them pussy. He talks to fighters like he's in his early 20s. Like he's a fighter. This what Bill says out of his mouth. So how is he not available for scrutiny when it comes to Shakur Stevenson, and he's in the middle of the shit and fighting and with Shakur trying to fight his son Devin? He's in the middle. He's the manager. He's a trainer or whatever. He chose this shit. Yeah, he called fighters a bitch. They can call him a bitch too. You see how that works? I've never seen Shakur's mother. Don't know what she looked like. Never heard her voice. Don't even know if she liked boxing. I've never heard her say shit about any fighter. She did not choose this life.
She doesn't deserve the scrutiny. She didn't call nobody nothing. That's why. It's not no, oh, well, he said something about his father. His father talks more than he do and more disrespectful than he does. So yeah, the person that's saying shit about me and making me look a certain way is a bitch, just like you, Devin. I understand that coming from Shakur. I don't understand Devin saying your mother's a bitch. That really hurt your feelings that bad. I'm more than sure that's not the first time somebody said that your father was a bitch. I guarantee you it wasn't the first time. And I'm not being disrespectful. I'm being 100. In my opinion, you're not going to like this live, like I said in the beginning. Just Do says, and they asked him to do it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they asked him to do it. They asked him to do it. I seen the whole interview. Niggas just be sensitive and emotional as hell for no reason. They asked him to do what? What part, cuzzo? That's how the fighter started. The fight started when I was in elementary school. Exactly, calling your mother a bitch. Bruh. What's up, Ashley? Peace and blessings. Salute to you, Marlon Mobley. Salute to you. It's good with you. Glad you found me today. Picasso said this dude called me a biatch as a young adult, right? I was shocked because I'm no biatch, right? But guess what? We grown now, but he gay. He was going around saying the word too loosely. For that reason, in my opinion, bruh. Oh my God. I'm just saying, yo. They was friends. Do you think he probably met his mother? Do you think Devin ever met Shakur Stevenson's mother? This is to the chat. I don't know this answer. I'm really asking y'all. Do you really, in your honest opinion, Shakur Stevenson and DevinHaney was friends? Shakur Stevenson's mother has came to a number of his fights. Okay. Do you think Devin ever met Shakur Stevenson's mother? The body shot challenge. Yeah. I'm more than sure they asked him to do it. Shit, he's in their studio doing their podcast. I'm more than sure he did not bring them gloves and gear for him to do that shit, yo. Facts. I'm more than sure. Salute to you, Appleman. I mean, damn. I was about to say Appleman. Salute to you, Mega Red. What's good with you? Salute to you. Blessings. Yes. Felix Nunez says yes, that he met her. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. You said fuck her. You said that about a woman that you met that never said or did nothing to you. That is not the same with Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson met and know your father, and he's doing stuff to his credibility right now, to this day. He is trying to ruin Shakur's credibility because he wants to fight his son. In all fairity, that's fucked up. Devin's scared of Shakur. Everything else is irrelevant. Yeah. I don't know about scared. He don't want to lose and get embarrassed. All of the respect that he has will be taken in front of him if he lose in an embarrassed fashion, especially to another person that is considered to be all of these things and can't beat DevinHaney. If Shakur actually does beat him in a 12-round fight and make him look bad, you can't. All them things that people said about DevinHaney cannot be true. Just like me, like I said, like I really thought DevinHaney was going to wash Lomachenko. There was no washing. There was no washing going on at all. I really thought DevinHaney was better than what I seen him versus Lomachenko, but that just goes by fighting somebody on your level and your size. And the thing is, he's way bigger than Lomachenko. It's not even his size, but it definitely was on his level. And look how the fight turned out. Bud don't like nobody at 135 but Shakur Stevenson. He said plenty of times that Devin will beat Tank. After watching that fight, they asked him that question again, and he said after seeing the way Lomachenko landed them left hands, no, I don't think Devin can beat Tank. Bro, that's as honest as you can get. Honest as you can get, bro. Yeah, he's scared of losing. He's scared of losing. Why people gotta do all this lying? This yo, listen. People been lying for DevinHaney since 2018. 2018. Maybe 2019. Maybe I'll give him 19. 2019. People have been lying for DevinHaney because that's their favorite fighter. Like they like him. They trying to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. You know, DevinHaney has shown support into certain boxing communities and boxing channels, so they show him support back and gratitude by not letting nobody say anything negative about him at all, or they go at them personally in a personal way, which ain't right either, because nobody's that good for you to go at somebody personally just because they don't think that your favorite fighter is entertaining or your favorite fighter can beat everybody. It's people in the chat. It's people that I know, people that I'm cool with, people that I respect that think Tank lose to their favorite fighter. And I understand that because that's their favorite fighter. That's what they supposed to think. You shouldn't hate nobody just because somebody don't think you're going to win. That's how I felt about Bud. Like, bruh, if you allow people to think you're going to lose, you'll get more views because people don't know the outcome of the fight. That's why fights are big, because you got a majority of people that think both fighters have the chance to win. If everybody think you're going to beat everybody, not a lot of people are going to pay for that fight. They'll just wait until it come out later. That's like a movie that's in a movie theater. You already don't, bro. You'll wait till that bitch come out on free TV. It's the same shit, and it's not like you gotta wait months, bro. You gotta wait a day, probably less than 24 hours. That fight that you had to pay for, you can watch for free on YouTube. Let people have their opinion, bro. It makes the sport better. It gives your fighter more money in their pocket. The hate just won't allow people to understand that. A lot of people have insecurities. They mind fight with a lot of things, man. Maybe I'm naive, and you can call me that. But if I was a millionaire, I would have everything I want. And if I had a job that I love doing, bro, it would be so. You would have to do a lot to take me out of my own frame of mind, nigga. I'm not worried about y'all. People that actually are happy with their life, with money, or just plain old happy with their life, you can tell, because a lot of small things don't bother them. It don't get them upset. They don't have to reply to every fucking thing. Any person that talks about being miserable on a weekly basis, any person that talks about something negative on a weekly basis, or like gossiping, or like being drama filled on a weekly, bruh, even once a week, that's a person that's good, that lives their life like that. They like it, believe it or not. They're here for the shit. They're here for that. They're here for the gossip. They're here for that bullshit. I'm not here for it. I'm not. In my opinion, man, DevinHaney ain't never been nothing that people said that he was. He don't want to fight the people that people think he want to fight. He wants to clout chase those people. I know people are looking at Regis Prograis as a great fighter and all this. He is. He's not a cherry picker at all. I don't know where people are getting that. But he doesn't. He has, his arms are shorter than Tank's, and he's bigger than Tank. He has no explosive. He's not explosive, and his feet don't move like that. He don't have good defense. Don't he sound like a Spanish fighter? No disrespect. I'm not disrespecting him at all. Don't he sound like a Spanish fighter? That y'all disrespect Tank for fighting? He's a Spanish fighter. He got no footwork. You know, people say that Shakur's flat-footed, don't have footwork. Bro, this is all what people just say shit, okay? They say shit for their fighter, bro. We shouldn't be here to protect nobody. I didn't like when Tank fought Barrios, but I wasn't here saying I'm against the fight. I didn't say that shit. What I said is when and if Tank beat his ass and stop him, he should be top 5 pound for pound in everybody's list. That's what I said before the fight. And after the fight, what happened? After the fight, everybody was mysteriously Tank fans. Everybody mysteriously had Tank on their top 5 pound for pound and forgot who the fuck Ashley Korner was. I've been told y'all who the fuck Tank was, man. I've been said this shit. Y'all ain't believing because I'm not a man? Y'all didn't believe me because I wasn't selling sex? Because I wasn't on this joint like, yeah, fuck the y'all didn't believe me? Y'all ain't care what the fuck I had to say? I've been saying this shit for years, bro. Years. Tank had to fight a giant just for y'all to see some shit that I seen when he fought Pedraza. But yet I'm the one that's the you just like him. You got a crush. Okay, so what's up with y'all? Y'all are gay dudes got a crush on Devin? Let's keep the same energy. All right, I got a crush on Tank. And how many of y'all are waiting to juggle Devin balls? Waiting to juggle them. Let's just be 100. I've been saying this shit forever. Go to my channel, go to the videos, and hit the button Otis that says at the top, and all of my shit will switch. The first video I ever made, you'll see. My first video I ever made was on 5 upcoming fights, because this is just me introducing myself, and I was right about the outcome of all 5 of them. My next video was about, I think, my favorite fighter, Earl Spence, it was about Wilder. My next video was about Earl Spence. My next video was about an up-and-coming fighter, and then my next video was about Tank. I've been about this since 2017. To be for real, somebody can start a channel and say all of my talking points and bet they probably get more subs than me in record time. Why is it that I can say the same shit? I can say shit years ago. Motherfuckers can come out, make a channel, say the same shit I say, and get more respect than me. Yeah, Omega, you been here. You been here, Omega. You definitely been here. But the shit that I've been saying about these fighters has been 1,000. And people don't like me. So they won't give me no respect about it. But who been the Tank fan? Y'all, I'm tired of the bullshit. Y'all cannot call me names when it fits you, saying that I'm the Tank fan, but when Tank doing this thing, give other niggas props. Oh, they're the Tank fan. No, nigga, it's me. I've been the one not disagreeing with everything that the Haneys was doing. It been me. It's me. Me. Nobody else but me. I've been the #1 fan. Show me when niggas was saying that y'all niggas need to go outside and cut grass and stop talking about boxing because it's not, you ain't supposed to talk about boxing. Y'all didn't go through half the shit that I went through. So I'm going to need mine or I'm going to get disrespectful. Motherfuckers gonna stay off of my channel. Don't say my name in the chat or I'm getting disrespectful. You can call it whatever the fuck you want. People came out after me trying to be me, but y'all gonna act like I'm not who the fuck I am? Please, bruh. It is what it is, and I don't want shit but for y'all to keep it 100% even. You don't have to give me props, but don't act like niggas is over me being a Tank fan, because you ain't. I've been that chick. When I was getting scrutinized being a Tank fan, where was y'all niggas at? Did you have a channel? Were you supporting Bill and Devin? Did you have a channel? I've been doing this shit and going through this shit alone, by myself. So when y'all sprouting out, I'm glad y'all sprouting out. I'm glad people that's Tank fans got YouTube channels, because, bruh, I've been a one-show band for fucking years, bruh. Y'all gonna act like y'all know who the fuck I am, yo. For real. Salute to everybody. I'm gonna fuck up out of here, yo. Peace and love to everybody. My channel supposed to be on my live supposed to be 5 p.m. on Saturdays, bro. I had a lot of shit going on yesterday, so I did it today. At times when I don't go live on Saturday at 5 p.m., I'm gonna try to go live on Sunday at 9 a.m. Salute to everybody that came out. Peace, love, and soul. Hit that like button. I'll see y'all next Saturday, Lord.